Good morning, everybody. It is January 24th, and this is my plan of attack. My plan and how I wish to, or how I'm going to look to trade 0 days expiration, SPX options, and ES futures. So I hope everyone's off to an awesome day. I know this is coming out a little bit later. For one, because I was able to put it out a little bit later. Usually I have to put it out early, and where normally I'm talking quieter whenever my kids are sleeping. But we caught snow up here in Lubbock today, and all the schools are canceled. So the boys are going to hang with me, and I don't have to take them to school, so you get it a little bit later. But anyways, so I hope everyone's off to a good start to the day. So the ES, relatively, I'll call it flat compared to as of late. We're only down basically a third of a percent on the day. And there's a few things I want to point out. First, before we dive into technical analysis, we could look up at the economic calendar. As far as today, 15 minutes after the open, we are going to have the flash services PMI come out. So this is probably going to cause a little bit of volatility. 15 minutes after the open. So I'm going to wait till that news comes out 15 minutes after the open to go ahead and to place a trade. So I'm going to be patient. All right, so now if we have to wait 15 minutes after the open, what's my plan? So a few things worth noting. First, I want to minimize that. I want to take a big picture back. So we actually closed strong above this trend line. And this trend line right here. So this has me thinking things may trying to turn bullishly relatively strong. As long as economic news and whatnot supports it, then this, and I've said it months ago. A lot of people don't like that I said it, but I mentioned about if you use a high of low bar. I actually don't have it on here. I don't believe. Let me actually have it over here. Okay, actually we'll do this right here. I want to pull this up real quick just to show y'all. So, oh wait a second, high low bar is on this chart, and not that one. Ah, they're right here. Okay, high low bar. What exactly is it? Basically, long story short, I know it looks like a lot of lines and stuff like that, but basically, what I want you to focus on is so these arrows. When these arrows form, so this candle right here pierced the 21 price bar high. And then when a candle gets below it, which would have been this candle, it triggers a sell signal, and then vice versa, it does it for buys. So like right here, buy signal, you go long, stop at the lows, look for it to move. All right, so I've been looking at this from a monthly perspective a long time ago. Granted, I do have a few lotto flies on, but that's a whole other story. But what I want to show you is the monthly chart, because monthly charts or these arrows are pretty good at pinpointing reversals, especially on a larger scale. Smaller time frames have a lot of noise, but I want to point this out right here. So a while back, after we did that flush down below the weekly 200 SMA, which was this little support level, right? We got the quick flush lower, and then we printed a buy signal. Theoretically, from a technical analysis perspective and from a trading this strategy setup, which is my understanding from the turtle traders, theoretically, you're still okay in the bullish side of things. Why? Really, because we got a buy signal right. You put your stop at the lows, and then you look for it to come back up. And this is each candle's a month, right? So, and then at the same time, if you look at it, it looks like a really large bull flag formation that came down to the weekly 50 SMA, which is like right here. Oh, actually, no, not the 50, but the monthly. And so if that happened, and then look for price to go higher, I believe, actually, let's just check that before I have someone saying I don't know what I'm talking about. We don't need that happening. Let's pull up the monthly chart and see what's happening. I know we hit a moving average. Okay, I was right. The monthly 50, which is this blue line right here. Boom, so we hit the monthly 50 and bounced. So all that whole spiel, what I'm getting at is it looks like big picture, things might be trying to go to the upside, which is great. And then, so what about today? That's cool. If today's stuff is about day trading, how are we going to play it? Okay, so how am I going to play today? If we look at this, and the whole reason I pointed the whole spill out because this blue line right here, this trend line, is we finally closed strong above it. There is this node right here. This is, I'll call it a low volume node, but though it's pretty close to the volume profile node, so I'll call it HVA. I'll call it high volume. So what I'm expecting, or how I'm expecting to play this, is I want to play it to the upside. So the question is, where do I want to get long? We're going to zoom in a little bit about that. And why do I want to go bullish? Mainly because we're closed strong, and I don't think we're going to get a big candle down. But I do have a bearish thesis as well, as far as the play goes. But in this case, I think I would like to play it to the upside. Let's pull up this chart. All right, so the volume profile overnight is right here. So right now we're below it. We're below weekly VWAP. The weekly volume so far as we're below it. So at the moment, it does look like, all in a nutshell, we have overhead resistance. All right, and this is, but granted, this is only 1 day of volume into this thing. So it's yesterday and what's come out today. But now we have all this volume right here. So basically what I'm getting at, I think I want to play it bullishly off of, so we're coming lower into this pink zone. So this pink zone is that HVA level that I showed you on the 90-minute chart. It's this pink level right here. So down, so we are flushing lower. Some news may be coming out here in a little bit. We do have, it looks like, support at basically 40.20. So all that being said, depending on how the news reacts, we actually acknowledge this one real quick. And let's maximize. Actually, let's look at weekly real fast. Where was last week's pretty good size node? Okay. Well, the point of control for the week is down here. Oh, right here at basically 40.20, which I was talking about. Okay. So 40.20 is kind of the level I'm looking to hold as support. Get my pin. Where'd you go? So price is coming down. I'm going to kind of look about 40.20 to hold this support, as this is last week's point of control. And if this does hold, then I would like to see dots, then arrows, and then play it to the upside. But granted, there is going to be basically right here at 40.30, right where the VWAP and 30-minute 21 EMA are. So the news, right, flash services P might come out. It's going to cause volatility. If we get a flash lower, and then we could break above 40.30, which is the point of control for the day so far, and these key moving averages, right, 30-minute 21 EMA and VWAP, get the pullback, and then play back to the upside. All right, so that's the bullish scenario I want to play. And the reason to pull back is because we're already below these moving averages and we're coming down to that level. Now, what about the bearish play? Bearish play could also come out as well. And if we're going to play bearishly, let's pick our points of interest. I'm going to zoom back here. Bearishly, say it just come down to 320, but we rally up. Okay. Well, this makes it honestly kind of relatively easy as well. So say we don't break through these levels, right? So bullishly, I want to go bullish with a blue. Sure. Flash service PMI comes out, we blast up, pull back, boom, bullish play, bam. But now we're below these averages. What happens now? If support here holds and we rally up to this 40-30 zone, actually I'll go pink for bearish. Rallies up to this zone, which is right now the point of control for the day, right? That's where all the volumes occurred. And then we get sell signals, boom, take it down, and then do a trade. I'm kind of feeling drama-free-ish today, in my opinion. So I'll probably do a drama-free day trade. But those are the two scenarios that I'm looking for to play. First scenario, a bullish play. Bullish play with the yellows, we'll say, is, like I said, we are hitting that level right now. Break, pull back, boom. Bearish scenario, we hold, bam, stall, sell arrows, bam. That's pretty much it. As simple as that. Granted, larger time frames are all negative, going zero or going lower. 30-minute squeeze is pulling back. And we can look at the hourly time frame. Let's see what the hourly squeeze is looking like. Earlier, it was on the hourly 21 EMA. Well, at the moment, everything's looking like I'm going to go down. We might be doing the bearish play scenario. The reason I say that is because the original jumper-free method of picking market direction for the day is based off the squeeze. As long as the situation doesn't change with the economic news going to come out here in about, we'll call it 40 minutes. Looks like call credit spread may be the way as we get this pullback. But yep, that's my plan for today. If you're in the options room, I'll be doing this trade with you live, and we see what happens there. But yeah, everyone have an awesome day. Be patient, pick your entries, and honor your risk. Have an awesome day, everybody, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the next plan of attack. Take care.